Hi, I'm Helen Sword, and this is Helen's Word, a free video series for writers in all genres and at all levels. So wherever you are in the world, whatever kind of writing you do, I'm delighted to welcome you to this 5-day stay-home writing retreat. Today we're going to prepare for the retreat by setting some writing goals. And then every day throughout the retreat, I'll be asking you to do some further planning and reflection, preferably in a physical notebook using a pen or pencil, which is a great way to give your screen-weary eyes and your keyboarding fingers a bit of a break. So gather your materials and let's get ready to write. I'll be supporting your stay-home writing retreat with 2 videos every day, one for you to watch at the beginning of your writing day and the other at the end. Throughout the week, we're going to work on getting you into an optimal space for productive writing, well beyond the retreat itself. And we'll do that by attending to 5 dimensions of your writing practice that conveniently spell out the acronym SPACE: social, physical, aesthetic, cognitive, and emotional. By the end of the 5 days, not only will you have got a lot of writing done, I hope, but you'll also have developed some robust strategies for maintaining a flourishing space of writing going forward. Today, to set the scene and lay the groundwork, I'm going to ask you to set yourself 2 goals for the week, both of which we'll be revisiting daily. First, a time goal, specifying the number of hours or minutes that you plan to spend writing each day. Let's say you've got young children at home, schools are closed, or maybe you're scrambling to teach fully online classes for the first time in your life, or you're working in some other kind of job, in which case I'd recommend that you set yourself quite a modest time goal, maybe just 1 or 2 hours a day. And then aim to do that writing at the same time and in the same place every day so everyone in your household understands and respects your routine. That might mean locking yourself away in the bedroom for 2 hours every afternoon, if that's the only private place you've got. Or if you're home with school-aged children, maybe you could do your writing while they do their schoolwork. That's probably going to be better for the emotional health of your family than setting up a kind of competition. No, darling, I'm sorry I can't play with you right now because my writing is so much more important than you are. Not a great idea. Instead, you could try saying something like, 10 to 12 every day is when we all sit at the kitchen table and do our writing. Then we'll have lunch together, and after that, we can play your game. But some of you watching this will be in the opposite situation. You've got nothing but time. All your meetings and social events have been canceled and you're stuck at home and starting to panic because for the last few weeks you've been binging on Netflix movies rather than working on that overdue article or dissertation chapter. And so you've signed up for this retreat because this is the week when you're going to get all that writing done. And now you're planning to write for 7 or 8 or 9 hours a day or more. If that's the case, I would strongly urge you to revisit your ambition and commit to no more than 4 to 6 hours a day of actual writing time, with lots of breaks and other activities in between and on either side of your concentrated writing time. Most really productive writers will tell you that after their first few hours of focused writing each day, they're just spinning their wheels. There are some exceptions to that, prolific writers who can churn out an entire article or book in a short space of time. And if you happen to be one of those exceptional people, great, go for it. Write for 12 hours a day if that's truly what works for you. But for most of us mortals, 4 to 6 hours a day of really concentrated writing time interspersed with other activities is going to be at least as productive as 8 or 10 or 9 hours sitting at the keyboard. And it's much healthier for our bodies and brains. So take a moment to write down your daily time goal for the week. And next you're going to set a content goal describing what you hope to accomplish by the end of the week. Maybe you're hoping to finish or send out a particular piece of writing, or maybe you'd prefer a less specific verb. You'd rather work on or think about or make progress on a project. Which of those two approaches is better, you might ask? Well, I'd say it depends on your temperament, your circumstances, and your previous track record as a writer. Some people find it really helpful and motivational to set so-called SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So, for example, you could write, by the end of the week, I plan to have completed a draft of my article, and I'll send it out to 3 trusted colleagues for peer review. SMART goal. But it's also quite a risky goal, because what if you don't quite finish that draft? What if you don't get it to the point where you feel ready to send it out for feedback? In that case, you might end up feeling angry with yourself, frustrated, a failure. Whereas I'd like to see you end the week with a genuine sense of accomplishment. I made great progress. It's nearly there. That's why it's not necessarily a bad idea to commit to just working on a particular project all week rather than finishing it. In my book, working on something is perfectly viable as a goal, because no matter how chaotic your life might feel right now, no matter how hard you're finding it to concentrate on anything at all when the whole world seems to be falling to pieces, even under those circumstances, you probably can realistically commit to working on a particular piece of writing, giving it your full attention for, say, 2 hours a day for 5 days. You'll be part of a supportive community of other writers all around the world who have also committed to doing the same week-long retreat. And you can use the comment boxes down below each video to cheer each other on. And then at the end of the week, you'll be able to say to yourself, well done. I've moved my writing project forward. I got some new words down on the page. That in itself is an achievement worth celebrating. So I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you'd rather work toward a SMART writing goal, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or towards what I'll call a SAFE goal. Simple, attainable, forgiving, and dare I say, easy? Either way, I hope you'll be kind to yourself. This is not a time for setting yourself up for failure and self-flagellation. Some writers like to also attach a word count goal or a page goal to their time and content goals, and I'm certainly not going to stop you from doing that if you want to, but again, my caveat there would be that I've met many writers over the years who set unrealistic daily page or word goals for themselves and then punish themselves emotionally when they fail to make the grade. Personally, I know that I'm very unlikely to be able to write, say, 2,000 new words every day on a complex academic project, no matter how hard I try. So there's no point aspiring to it, no matter how many well-meaning productivity books and websites tell me that I should be able to produce that much. What I can control is whether or not I'm going to plant myself in front of my computer to work on a particular writing project for a concentrated amount of time every day. So that's a realistic, achievable, safe goal for me. Remember, this is your goal that you're setting for yourself, not anyone else's. Now that you've established your daily time goal, your content goal for the week, I hope you'll take some time before the writing retreat begins to explore some of the other videos on this channel. You'll find quirky timers for pacing your writing sprints. You'll find writing warm-ups to help you reflect on your writing practice. And you'll find wordcraft workouts that will get you to sharpen your style. I'll be adding new videos regularly to the channel, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Encourage your friends and colleagues and students to do the same. And also, please be sure to check out my website at helensword.com, where you'll find lots of other resources for writers. Thanks for showing up to write, and I look forward to seeing you very soon for day 1 of our stay-at-home writing retreat.